Hello everyone. You know I'm camera shy, but
Yes.
I'm going to try and do this.
Hi Aunty Benny, how do I stop comparing myself to people my age who already seem to have everything figured out?
Do we ever stop comparing ourselves to anyone?
No.
I don't think it ever stops. I think at a point you have to choose you. Define who you are and then compete with yourself. My sincere advice is try and find peace within yourself. Ask yourself, what do I want? What's that one thing that I want to be? What's my next act? In the next 5 years, what do I want to do? And within the 5 years, what are the things I want to be doing? Check around, look for opportunities that would meet that goal you are setting. But we never really stop comparing ourselves. At a certain age, maybe you would stop. Comparing yourself and being envious of someone are two different things. People aspire to be like other people. So maybe what you are doing might not be comparing, maybe you're aspiring, but also try and like define it and see if it's more positive. And if it is positive, what are the things that you're going to do to make sure you reach that goal?
Second question is, Aunty Benny, how do I know if I should quit my job or I'm just tired? I can't tell whether I've outgrown it or if I just need rest.
Use it to really think through what's going on with you. And sometimes it's good to write these things down. We have our phones. Let's say, for example, if you have an iPhone, you have notes in there. How am I feeling? Am I tired? Am I tired because of the job, or I'm just tired because I've been working? And if you realize that, you are just tired, you just take a break and then come back refreshed. There have been times that I've worked with people that they seem so exhausted, they are not thinking straight, the ideas that they have is not even concrete. But once they take a break and then they come back, you realize there is a big change. And so just take a break and see. If you still feel it's the job, then there are so many things that you can do. Number one, you start looking for other opportunities. But a number of times before you start looking for these opportunities, you ask yourself, while I was in this job, if you're in it for a year, what did I do to upgrade myself? Re-examine. Ask yourself, am I tired because I've been overworking, or I just need a break from the job? And if you do, look for other opportunities that would give you some sort of fulfillment. One thing you should know is the jobs are not lying around, and a number of times employers are looking for people with a certain kind of niche. If you have it, yay for you. If you don't have it, how do you work on yourself so that while you're thinking of quitting, you are working on that professional development so you can be able to be fit for a different role.
Okay, so Akosia says, hi Aunty Benny. Is it okay to outgrow friendships? I love my friends, but sometimes it feels like we're in completely different places in life now.
I think we all outgrow friendships. The other day, I was thinking about the fact that my son got invited to a birthday party and everyone compulsorily had to go. Now, we all know that at a certain age, people decide whether they want certain people at their parties, birthday parties. And then they decide, I just want these 3 people at my birthday parties. At birthday party, I don't want too many people. As you go along, your friendship or your friend group grows smaller. There's nothing wrong with it growing smaller, because yes, we do outgrow friendships. I think it happens, and it doesn't happen that those friends become enemies. It's just that at this stage in your life, you need to examine, do you want the same thing that they all wanted? Now, I would say for a fact that in growing, I've seen my friend group shrink over the period. The shrinkage doesn't mean that if I don't hear from Amma in like 5 years and I meet Amma, we are not on talking terms. We are cool. We will talk as if we've never even disconnected. And so sometimes you want to leave friendships intact. And when I say intact, some friendships are frozen over time. And as time goes on, they thaw, they become fresh. because you are at a stage whereby this is a friendship that you need now. So you need to ask yourself, which stage of life am I in? What friendship do I need now? And how do I go about just keeping people at an arm's length and equally making sure that I don't burn bridges? Sometimes if you don't disconnect quickly, you end up burning bridges, and that kind of like affects the friendships that you have later. And so you meet someone new, and probably the person even knows someone you know, and it becomes, oh, I used to know this person, but we are no longer cool like that. And sometimes no longer cool like that doesn't really mean you are matured. It sometimes means you didn't end certain friendships well, or you didn't freeze it in time to just come back to it and enjoy it when you needed to have it again.
Emmanuel says, Aunty Benny, how do I network without feeling fake or transactional? Everyone says networking is important, but I never know how to start conversations.
Networking in itself is transactional. And that's why they say a friend in need is a friend indeed. Even that is transactional. And a number of times people think, oh, because you are my friend, we shouldn't have a transactional relationship. But a friend in need, you can't say, oh, because you are friends, you are in need. If I help you or if I support you, it becomes a transactional relationship. So if you feel that way, it is good. It means that you are getting uncomfortable, and sometimes discomfort is good. Networking doesn't always have to be comfortable. You have to go through a lot of discomfort. Sometimes even saying hello to someone and the person saying, oh, speak to my PA, oh, speak to this person. And so a number of people, what they do is maybe they want to meet a big person. For example, let's give an example, maybe the president of a university, and they decide that, oh, I know this person who works in this university. There's an event, they go for it. When they go for it, they network not with the president. Maybe they'll say hello, they'll try and go and say hello, but they will definitely try and say hello also to someone who knows the president personally. And that's where the transactional relationship starts. So if you need something, that's where you are going to get it. You can't say you're going to stay in this world and not involve yourself in any form of transactional relationship. Networking in itself is. Let's revisit that. Yeah.
Okay, final question. Dear Aunty Benny, how do I know if I'm settling or just being realistic in my relationship?
I wish I had more context to this question. What is settling and what is reality? So when do you think you are settling? Usually when you feel you are settling. You are. It's that simple. You don't need someone to even tell you. If you feel you are settling, then you are. But what does settling really mean, and what does it look like? Over time, I've come to believe that settling is when you feel the thing is not good for you and you still do it. Like, just sit down and then accept it as it is. I feel that's settling. But if you are being realistic, as in, you feel this is it. This is it. Then I feel you are making a decision for yourself. But where you feel you are settling is when you know this is not it. But you feel like nothing better to will come. So why don't I just deal with it like that? Like those people who say that, oh, what is good out there? Just live with this like that. I wish I had more context, but one thing I would say is, if you don't feel good about it, if it doesn't feel right with you, if it doesn't sit well with you, if you look at where your life journey is and this is not it, then you are settling. All right, this is the first episode of Talk to Aunty Benny. And we will be here. We'll be here anytime you need us. Like, comment, subscribe. Ask any question that you even if you disagree. If there's something that you feel like I should have said, you can equally add your voice to the comments. We look forward to interacting with you. Thank you.